Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu, Ya Rasulallah, wa alika wa ashabika, Ya Habiballah. Alhamdulillah, today I have a beautiful brother which each and every one of you know. Alhamdulillah, Chaudhry Amir Saab from Bradford, one and only my beautiful diamond brother. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala तुसां सारें की अपने ज़ुबान विच रखे, हर मुश्किल तू बचाई कर रखे. माड़े बच्चों, तुसां वास्ते बावे नी दुआएं ही दुआएं.
Baba, can you tell me why did you raise your hand when you introduced him? You know the selfie brother like bita.
चौधरी साहब, तुसां बंदे ही ऐसे हो कि जेड़ा माड़े प्रॉक्सिमिटी विच होना ना, मैं पहला आखना या अल्लाह मेरे ते रहम करी.
Oh, mashallah.
Do you blame me? Do you blame me by saying when I see you, Ya Allah, mere te rahm kari? Do you blame me? Be honest.
This group brings a lot of different characters,
Yeah.
and I'm definitely one of those characters. So
Mashallah.
hopefully, with me being here now, will it be my turn? Will be number 3. We should see a different side to us. So what people usually see of us is, mashallah, the good work that we do, which is thanks to Allah that has given this opportunity to people like us. I don't see nothing special about me. You know, whatever reason Allah has chosen us to be on this path, we're very grateful for. But yeah, so today is my turn. So as you all can tell, my characteristics are completely different from Bawa, completely different from Ali. But mashallah, when we're together, the blend is really funny. If you ever see us behind the scenes, if you ever talk to us, you realize there's 3 completely characters, but we can have a laugh and we can be serious when it's time to be serious. What do you think, Pops?
Ya Allah, rahm kari. Chaudhry Saab, tell the public how and when you came into this project and what were your thoughts in the beginning?
So basically, I'm from a background of my dad's owned a taxi firm for 40 years, and for us, my dad was a firm believer of if you lived under my dad's roof, the first thing you've got to do is work. If you wasn't working, you're out the door. So that's the background we come from. Started work at an early age of 14, sitting on the phones at 14.
One second. Also tell them the area your family is from.
Yeah, so we're from a very famous place from Pakistan, Azad Kashmir, a place called Khalid Badal. This is not a joke, by the way. This is actually serious. The place is actually known for. People think I joke when I say this. Yeah, the place is actually known for when if somebody from a neighbouring village or from outside comes to the village, and then if they don't recognise you get slapped up first, and then they ask you what you doing here. So that's actually a true story. So it's a very well known place. Blessed people, mashallah. Very blessed people.
If I can add something on there, what Amir Saab's trying to say, that Kharak Badal, the people that live in Kharak Badal, because they don't tolerate nonsense, what they've come to decide and they've started doing is, okay, you know what, pehla phanti lai ke na, whoever comes to the village, if you don't know who they are, pehla kit lao, fir pucho, ji bhai jaan hai, so that when they enter Kharak Badal, they have that thing in their mind, ke, you know what, itram na jawa, which is a mashallah, a blessed thing. So when
that's one way to look at it.
so when Brother Amir says, when I found out he's from Kharak Badal, and obviously my hair's not gone white, not knowing.
So Paul, did you actually know about Khalid Badal before you met me?
You see, mashallah, I have a lot of brothers, a lot of friends from Kharak Badal.
No way.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I know, and a lot of them are your family, innit?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Pops actually went with college with my cousin brother, my dad, both of them.
Yeah, my beautiful brother Majid, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him a long life.
Ameen.
Staunch brother, and he used to tell stories of his village, innit?
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we grew up, we were together, and mashallah, I find the introduction of entering Kharak Badal something which every village should take on, because what happens is people come into villages, you don't know who they are, what intentions they have. Yeah, and what these brothers have done, well, what their elders have done, because they must have had experiences where they've thought, you know what, it's becoming a joke, innit? So let's put a stop to it. And when you get into their village, there's a little road where there's dam, I think, you know, and you cross that dam.
That's a pull, that's a big road, Pops.
Yeah, the pull.
It looks nice though, you got to admit.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The people might be crazy, but the place is beautiful, there's no doubt.
So what they do is they have a duty shift on that pull on the other side, innit? And you have this, you know, there's someone come and will look very, you know, soft. They'll say, Assalamu alaikum, Paji, kithu aayo? Take. Yeah, you'd expect that. But what happens is on that pull or after that pull, the so-called experience was they'd stop the vehicle, get them out, pelan kit lai, हाँ जी, जवान किथा है? And they'll say, मैं चौधरी फलाने ने कहा है, Allah, oh, ये तो सारा पुत्र पुत्रिया, चलो बिस्मिल्लाह चलो, yeah. So obviously they must have done it a few times to get it to be known around villages. So I believe now the procedure is, if you want to go to Kharag Badal, you ring them up and say, I'm coming at this time. Yeah. And I seen it with Chaudhry Amar when he was going, and he stopped. He goes, Gaddi Khilao. He says, Kyu hai? He goes, I better tell him that I'm coming, it's me, because I've been so long in it. Maybe they don't recognize who I am in it. So he rang home and told him that I'm coming. So they said, just take it. And then the village was expecting for Chaudhry Amar to come home. MashaAllah, that was a journey enough. But you tell all the brothers and sisters, now they know where you're from. And now all the people who are watching know why Bawa turns around and does, Ya Allah, Chaudhry Amar aaya, koi khair kari. And now you tell all the brothers and sisters how you came on this project, what did you think in the beginning, what experiences what you've gone through, and how it's changed your life.
So how I come into this project was because of Brother Ali. So, say 2020, January, my mum passed away. And I made a promise, my mum made me have a promise. She goes, that the doctors give jawab, my mum wasn't well for 10 months. And my mum goes, but...
Chaudhry Sahab, uche bolo.
Can I hear me?
Just on the safe side.
Yeah,
the
thing is, a bit when I speak about my mum, I get emotional. So yeah. I always try to avoid speaking about my mum because my mum was my best friend. So my mum was poorly. She got unfortunately diagnosed with cancer for 10 months. And on the last words to me was, Putra, you know what? Give her a lot of sadaqah. So I'll be flying high with the angels. So alhamdulillah, even before that, I used to do a lot of charity work. I said, you know, contribute where I could with the little time I used to have. So when I lost my mum, I was searching for something. So I worked with a lot of organisations before. SKT, I did a lot of work with them. Feed the Homeless, I did a lot of work with them. I did Wells, mashallah, Brother Bosti, I worked a couple of months with him. And I was just looking for something that I felt that I could be a bigger part of. And I used to watch Brother Ali's Snapchats and I was thinking, what is this guy doing? You know, 1 minute is something to do with digging a well, some water going through somewhere. Then I seen the video of Papa and about a graveyard. So I was thinking, what is he doing? Then I seen him with climbing on top of a digger. Then when I was in Pakistan, a year later, my granddad passed away. And then there was a person, I'm not going to mention this person's name, right? I seen him on Brother Ali's Snapchat, working a part of the project. So this was before I've come onto the package now. This was a year later. And I've seen a person on a digger coming out of the grave. I messaged Brother Ali out. I'm like, Brother Ali, who's this guy? I knew very well who this guy was. I went, who's this guy and why is he with you guys for? Because he's not the type of person that you have around. And he goes, oh, mashallah, he's a hard worker. Bless brother, really nice brother. I'm scratching my head because this guy is about 5 to 7 years older than me. And I had run-ins with him when I was a kid. And he knows very well who he is. And I've still not forgot. And we had our altercations. He tried bullying me. But unfortunately for him, everybody has uncles. He knows what happened to him. And and I seen that video and I was like, what's this guy doing here, brother? He goes, oh no, he's a good guy. So I started laughing. And I made a comment. And that comment, Papa still remembers till today. Papa, what did I say?
What happened was Brother Ali come up to me and says, Papa, I said, G. He goes, there's a brother I know really well. I said, G. He goes, leopards don't change their spots or colours. So I said to him, he goes, what's he on about? I goes, Gunny, you know what? The past is the past below. Agge duro. When your friend comes, I'll speak to him, innit?
So I'm adamant, Ali are telling me this guy's amazing, is this and that. I thought, okay, we'll see what happens. Then obviously some stuff happened, they got kicked off the group. The guy's become a groupie ever since, following Papa wherever he dreams, please. But Allah chooses who He wills.
Yeah.
So I've come back now. It's COVID time. So I'm going through a lot of personal dilemmas, personal problems at home, outside, work. Everything's becoming a burden and I'm struggling in life right now. That's the period I was at. And that's the period I've come back from Pakistan and at least come and see me. So at least come and see me, but mashallah, Ali's mindset is at a different place to what my mindset is. He's mashallah spiritually very high with the project and everything that's going on, certain things that I've been seeing. I'm going through personal drama and turmoil, personal life, work life, everything's going to shit, shall we say. And Ali's coming, he's telling me about this amazing experience they've had at the site. Papa was there, Brother Bash was there, and Ali went somewhere else and this certain things were seen and heard. And with me and Ali, mashallah, me and Ali go all the way back since year 9 in school days. I know the type of person Ali is, and I know he never lie. So when Ali says something to me, I'm not one to say, start questioning further. If he says something, I'll always back him, because that's the type of person he is. So he's telling me about this amazing experience, but my mind's somewhere else because the stuff I'm going through. And we've seen something amazing, and I don't really want to say what we've seen because nowadays when you share stuff, people think you've lost a plot, you're going to do a lolly or whatever it is. But we've seen something amazing. But still, it was like for that split second, I'm like, wow, then I was like, back to doom and gloom. I'm going through all this drama. And I was like, wow, look at that. And he's going on about what we just see, like, wow, that was amazing. I was like, look, I don't care. You know what I'm going through, I can't be asked for this. So then I believe, Papa, did you come to the taxi office or did I see you when you dropped, I think that day you dropped Ali off that day, didn't you?
You see what happened was, I was dropping Ali off and he introduced me to Amr. And I met him, mashallah, he was working, and what happened was, I'd gone away, but then I was coming in Bradford again, and I rang Amr, because I was going to get something to eat just near from where his takeaway, where his work was.
I remember you committed.
And I thought, yaar pata kya, likha lagya kam karna, because Ali had said, Papa, please, you know, just keep an eye on him, and you know, just when you hear he's a staunch brother and he's a good lad. And I said, Tika, no problem. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm in Bradford, I'm getting some food from a certain place in Bradford, it's on the same road where he is. Isran karna, I'll sit down and eat with him in it and just give him a bit of time in it. So I went there, and the biggest mistake I did was I walked into his workplace, but I sat on the opposite side where the door is. So you get into the door, he was sat there, so I walked past him to the other side of the door, and I sat down and said, La Maravir, here, have something to eat. I'm eating away, and then someone came in, and I seen Amr look at him like this, and he said something, and the guy went, and I thought to myself, why did I sit so far away from the door? Utan, bo.
So basically the guy, he got some medicine. You know, with these taxi drivers, if you've got no experience with taxi drivers, they're the most hardest, difficult people to deal with. But at the same time, they test how sharp and how slow you are. So if you're not on top of these drivers, they'll walk all over you. It's literally, if you give them an inch, they'll take a yard. They do not take no prisoners. So I don't know exactly what was said. I went off on one of Papa, like, this guy seriously disturbed. He seriously needs help. Yeah, so after that experience, then
Yeah, but Amarji, it's like, Kala mara bacha, Tiko, what's your issue? No, body. Someone nice, isn't it? He turned around and looked like this, you know, he was like a tiger looking at bloody a deer or a gazelle, like as if he's going to eat him. As soon as he opened his mouth, with chicken and chips in it, the chicken started shaking in my hand. Where am I sat in it?
But you're something about, I wasn't always like that.
No, I could tell anyone.
You know, honestly, you know, I'll tell you how I come about. My dad started me at taxi office when I was 14. So we used to go in, just sit on the phone, answer the phone, get a thing, and the drivers would get funny with me, make cheeky comments, or they wouldn't go on the job before I like, no, I don't want to do that, I'll do something else. And these, obviously, me being a 14-year-old kid, these guys are a lot older, some of my dad's age, you know. My uncle used to work there, and even he was like, no, I'm not going there, I'm not going. So I used to go home to my mum, I said, Mum, you know, what am I supposed to do? They don't listen to me. Yeah, you know, they're older than me, I can't shout at them, I can't, you know, what am I supposed to do, you know? It's one thing, I'm going to work and not listening to me, there's no I can do. So my mum told me dad, innit? So, with my dad, bless him, right, he takes no prisoners. So my dad goes, they don't listen to you. What kind of effing boss are you? You never got that, you know, your dad, you didn't get no training in it, you just get thrown in the deep end. He goes, what kind of effing boss are you? That your workers don't listen to you. He goes, you come in tomorrow and I'll show you how a boss works. I'm not kidding. I've gone in with that, like, you sit here, now watch how I do it. So what's happened is, them days it wasn't PDAs, we used to have radios, so everybody could hear it. Okay. So my dad was so good at his job, so say for example, if you picked a job up, you're going somewhere, and so that's A, that's B, and you've ended up at C, and there's a job waiting at C. You're supposed to be going right, why are you going left for?
Mashallah.
So my dad said, oi, so-and-so, car 12. I remember car 12, right? He was like, hard work, that guy. Car 12, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm free in this place. No, you're not. Your job was going town. What the hell are you doing in Taunton? Dude, the reason a backpack. I used to bring him to the base. I remember one time, right? It was one of my uncles.
Okay.
He overcharged the customer by 20p.
Okay, mashallah.
He overcharged, the customer rang the office, said, Mr. Hussain, I'm sorry, but your driver's charged me 20p more. Okay, which driver was it? Okay, no problem. On the radio, everybody could hear. This guy's my uncle. Okay. Family. Yeah. Car so-and-so. Why we charge this much for? His fare is this much. Go back and give us 20p.
Mashallah. Asool na.
Yeah. But can you imagine the ones that are listening? If he's not left his blood, what's he going to do to us? Mashallah. Do you know the old drivers, even there to this day, who are still there, they are so scared of me that. It's not because they're scared of a beating, because they're respecting it, that, you know, they've seen my dad at his prime, not take no prisoners. Okay. There's a pub called Queen's Pub, and they just said, listen, when your taxis come out, it's time to come inside, shout so-and-so's name, they'll come out. Do not horn outside. Okay. So when my dad says do not horn, he's been a big sign. When the new driver would come, he'd explain the procedure, you don't do this. Someone's gone and horned outside Queen's. My dad goes, right, bring your stuff inside, you're sacked. Yeah, you know what, that's one thing about my dad that I learned, is that he's a man of principle. Mashallah. He's not bothered about money. His word comes before money. Because there were so many times in the 90s, Ace Budget was the biggest taxi firm in Bradford. They had about 70, 80 cars. And my dad had every single club, every single hotel under Ace Budget. And the customer was such, in them days, it was proper loyalty, because they ring Ace Budget, they'll wait 20 minutes. Other firms would go and say, no, we'll take it. Like, no, we rang Budget, we're waiting for Mr. Hussein's company. He's going to take us. That's how my dad had it locked. But then obviously grandma passed away and dad lost interest, and we
in other words, your dad reprogrammed you from that 14-year-old kid to a machine in it.
So you know, when you're there for a long period of time, so that was my work.
So background. When I was there, when I came with the, you know, like
that's where I learned that from.
Yeah, when I walked in with that kana and I put it in front of you, sat down, and when you went, arr, to the person, and when you look back at me, what did you think when you see my face in it?
I was like, oh, don't worry, Uncle, you'll get used to it. Yeah, this is how you got to speak to the drivers.
Yeah.
You got to speak to them like this. And you know what? Anybody's in that trade could relate to this.
Yeah.
Then the driver will play victim. You know, it's just an endless cycle that you just get used to it. But mashallah, there was a lot of good drivers there that, you know,
Mashallah.
that have unfortunately passed away.
May Allah give him a high rank in Jannah.
I mean, and you know, that was, you know, because after my mum passed away, when the drivers were passing away, it was getting to me, and I was at a really low point in my life. And then Papa came to my house, spoke to my dad. I remember I was crying out, Pops.
Yeah.
I was actually on the floor crying.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into why I was crying, but I was going through a very difficult time. And mashallah, I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for Papa, I don't think I'd be here today. That's it. I don't say this often,
No.
but that is the level I was, Pops.
You see,
I don't say often, but I wouldn't have been here today.
the quality of your dad, mashallah, your dad is a very experienced person, but the beautiful thing I remember of your dad is the way how he did the introduction of you. Now, I'm just going to give you the introduction to tell you, my brothers and sisters, how staunch family this kid comes from. Take, and how many du'a, rahmatan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed the people of Harak Badal. Because I know other brothers of Harak Badal that are doing very good work, and I've got a lot of respect for them. The first intro was, Amr says to me, Papa, you're in Bradford, come meet my dad. Take, and Ali was with them in it. So there was me and Ali, and Amr says, Papa, come in it. And I think on the other side, Amr's dad would have said to Amr, Chalo, I've met your friend Ali, I'll meet this Bawa, so called, you know. So Amr pulled me to come there. Yeah. Asa मैं जाना होता है क्या इंट्रो सी होए अंदर जाने चौधरी साहब और अच्छे में मिलने आमर की अली वाले पासे तकने that I remember this, he looked at me and says, what's your story then? The way he looked at me, I looked at him and said, mashallah, I know where this kid gets it from. But alhamdulillah, that was a good.
Yeah,
And then mashallah.
My dad basically gave me a good verbal hiding. Then Ali for free took a verbal hiding.
For nothing.
I'm just being there.
Yeah.
He goes, too Salah. You're 40, you know, you're married there. What you playing now?
And then he looked at me and he says, so who's this then? So I looked at him.
What's your situation then?
I looked at his dad, I thought, Chaudhry Sahab. But then, alhamdulillah, I've had a lot of laugh. I get on really well with his father. Yeah. Mashallah, we've been through a lot of good work with his father. His father is the one who paid for the platform on the site where the Quranic Kareems are buried, for the brothers to come and read the Salah. So, you know, I'm not, you know, blowing his trumpet, but what I am saying is where credit is due, you're giving it. Yeah. So his father, when he first met, the way he asked, he goes, Anji, what's your story then? Yeah. And alhamdulillah, coming to the site and seeing that there was work doing, he's put his side in. Now every time when whoever comes there and reads Salah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends rahmats upon him, because the platform, a proportion of costs have come from him in it. So yeah. Now I want to ask Chaudhry Amir, because he said in the beginning, Papa, why do you go like this for when you see? So I've told you why I say that. You all would be doing the same thing when you see Amir. But ask Amir how he felt. What was the first time when you came onto the project? You actually, how it opened your eyes, and what was your feeling?
So the first time, Pops, I come on was going to a collection in London. This was the first time we've gone out. And that time, I was homeless. I'm going to say, I was homeless at that time. Everybody turned their back on me apart from my sister. And I thought, you know what, I've lost everything. Kids, work, money, family, I lost everything. I had nothing. I was as low as somebody could be. So I thought, okay, Allah's taken everything away from me. So why don't I get closer to Allah then? You know, I've lost everything, I've got nothing else to lose, so apart from bloody health. So at that time I thought, you know, let's get closer to Allah, forget everything, you know, I've worked like a dog all my life. let's get close to Allah, but I didn't know it would be this hard. So what's happened? We've gone to London, first ever collection. I don't know what to expect. Papa comes, Pops, you know what? We used to go out some serious times, you know. 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, we get out in the morning. That button, you know, bless the brother who was given the Mercedes one.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Skandar.
Bless that brother.
Skandar.
Yeah,
From
you know,
Warsaw, by the way.
it's easier said than done giving in the way of Allah. A lot of people can take, but they can't give. This is one of Papa's. The person who can take in the way of Allah can't give in the way of Allah. That's Papa's famous saying, and it's so true. We see it on a daily basis. So we've got in this van now, right? That van, when it's empty, it's easy to drive. So did I drive down?
Yeah.
And I drove. Yeah. So I drove down. No.
Let me just tell just a little bit, yeah, and then because of the story, because he's mentioned Brother Skandar, let me just say, Brother Skandar went through an experience, but inshallah very soon I'll be asking Brother Skandar to come and tell his side, because he's the one who gave the big Mercedes van, long wheelbase, and I wasn't taking it in the beginning. Brother Ali went down, showed me, introduced me, and when I looked at Brother Skandar, my heart just fell in pieces. I said, you know what, we need to get this van, and that van, even till this day, is doing Allah's work, and Swab is going back to Skandar. So Skandar another time, but carry on.
Another time, yeah. So I've driven that van, Papa driven the van, Ali's driven the van. So that van, when you drive it, all the people know that when it's light, it's easy to drive. When it's heavy, it's like a gym workout. So I think, because obviously alhamdulillah, I'm a capable driver, I've been driving since I was 17. I drove down, nice and easy down. First time these guys trusted me in it. Papa didn't know what my driving like, so Papa's impressed now, you know, mashallah. The kid's a good driver, we'll use him for driving. Mashallah, we've gone, filled the van up. Now we've filled the van up, Ali wanted to go to Luton. We've gone to Luton, and Papa goes, look, we've set off at 5 o'clock in the morning. Are you sure you don't want me to drive? I'm like, no, I'm fine, I can drive. So we dropped Ali off in Luton, and he's gone his own merry way. We're driving back. All of a sudden, I'm feeling tired. I go back, but I can't do it. I'm falling asleep. He goes, please just make it to the next services. Yeah. I was literally, you know, it just tired me out. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we got to the services, the lights come on. That belt snapped, innit? Mm-hmm. So the belt snapped. And the problem is with it being a big van, only certain recovery vans can recover it. And we were stuck there. Oh, it was so cold. It was so cold, Papa. And I was like, because when you roll with Papa, you got to be prepared for every single thing. And one thing what I learned, because them days we used to do freebies. So, mashallah, for the people that know, when Papa first started the project, it was mainly funded by Papa and Papa's family, and maybe some people might help donate from here and there, petrol. But a vast majority of the money would come from Papa. And at that time, I didn't look into it more deeply, but I thought it shouldn't be like that, you know. This project is for the entire Ummah. Everybody's responsible for the Quranic Park, you know, it's a blessing upon us. And we should all contribute in this wonderful project, but why is Papa doing it? So we've broken down now, we're not getting anywhere, and I'm not it. I'm starving, it's like 10 o'clock at night. So I go, Papa, look, I need some food. Papa goes, yeah, no problem, that bucket in the back, go get some money out of the bucket. So this was so basically the project was free. So the bucket, that was donation towards the project. So I was hungry at the time, Papa like, open the bucket, go get some food out. So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, should I be, you know, a couple of notes in there, get some food. I'll open the bucket, what was in there? Pennies, 2p's, 5p's. I'm in the roof now. I'm thinking, I've been out 5 o'clock in the bloody morning. It's 10 o'clock at night. We've broken down, yeah. I want food. What am I supposed to do? Take all these pennies and go pay with the pennies. I'm like, Papa, these guys don't deserve it. These are penny women. They don't deserve nothing, man. This is a joke. Papa's going here. I think I was, here, take my card, go get some food. No, I think give me cash.
No.
card or cash, I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll give you cash in it.
I think give you cash, yeah. You give me cash and go get some
If you
food.
put a break there, I'll tell you from my side what happened.
No, hold on, let me just carry on. It gets worse.
Yeah.
So just imagine, we've been out traveling for maybe 15 hours. I'm tired, I'm cold, it's freezing. It was minus temperature. I can't feel anything down my arms. I go, I need a warm meal down me so I feel better. So Papa's giving money, I've got in now, right? As I've got in, there's a Costa there. So I thought, okay, should I get this tuna melts, a warm sandwich? I went to a warm sandwich cake now. Then I thought, I looked at that side and I see Mackey's. It was Mackey's before the boycott, by the way. This was before the boycott. Yeah. So I thought, Mackey's better get a burger, fillet fish, somewhat warm. I've gone there. The counter, there's nobody at the counter, a small counter, and I'm seeing everybody ordering these new things like touchscreen. So I'm thinking, I've only got cash. So I'm thinking to myself, you can only pay by card. I thought, you know what? No, I've got no card available, I've only got cash. So I thought, no, Mackey's, I'll go Costa. I've literally walked back to Costa, they closed it. I'm going, Ya Allah, what kind of test is this? What is going on? I'm starving, I'm dying of cold. So I ended up going to W.A. Smith's, get a tuna bloody sandwich in the freezing cold, and that's it. I was like, oh Lord, I go, Papa, this is not on, you know what I mean? We've been out in the last party, look what's happening, and I'm all over the place. And then what's happening, mashallah, Papa's brother, and I thought, bless him, man. He come out at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to come pick us up. I was so tired. I was falling asleep, waking up, talking our language.
Now, can I tell you that same version from my end?
No, but
Because there's two sides to a coin in it.
right.
What happened was, Ali said to me, Papa is alright, but you know what? Just be careful. He goes to sleep when he's driving. Yeah, I says, how can he drive and be asleep? He goes, no, Papa, he does it. I says, okay. Because I used to let no one drive other than Ali in it.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what, the lads come out with us, we're going on a long distance, give him a bit of responsibility in it. So I says to him, I goes, Maravir Amar, you drive. And he says, yeah, happy, I'll drive. And Ali goes, Papa, in confidence, I goes, what? He goes, Papa, are you sure you're going to let him drive? I goes, yeah. He goes, you do know when he's driving, he's asleep. I thought, chori yara, kid sleep pussy. Anyway, he's driving all the way there. My confidence gone up. And I'm saying to Ali, you're thinking he goes to sleep when he's driving. It can't be that bad, yar. He's done it all the way, 4 hours driving, no issue. Anyway, we're coming back, we've got the van full, yeah. And he says to him, Amr goes, Pops, I'm going to drive till I get tired, I'll let you drive. I says, Tika. Ali goes, well, if you two have got it boxed, yeah, and there's brothers in Luton are expecting, because Alhamdulillah, Ali's well known. And the brothers from Luton says, Ali, if you're driving past here, why don't you pop over and we drop you off in it, yeah? Just give us a bit of time in it. And Ali asked me, he goes, Papa, I go, child, you go in it, chill. So we dropped him off at Luton. Me and Amr coming back. Now we're on the motorway. And I'm sat next to him and it's dark because we've been so many hours. And I can hear it. And I think, straight away, I remembered what Ali said. So I looked at him and he's got his eyes open. We're going 70 miles an hour. And he's going... And I thought, oh, mar gaya main. Yeah, I thought, Ya Allah, keda test hai? So I says to him, Amr, can you stop at the next service station? I need the bathroom. If I say to him, oh, wake up, Amr, he'll jerk, and we've got the van loaded to spin it, van will tip over. I'm stuck. Then I remembered Ali what he'd said, so I says to him, Amr, please stop. And he says, no, we'll carry on. And you know what? Right at that moment, the fan belt went. And the van starts showing light. And I said to Amr, stop at the next petrol station because... And he's still sleeping. No, Papa, stop, Bradford. Oh, man, I love it. Man, light on again, Maravid Clinic. So as soon as he stopped at petrol station, we pulled in service station, van Clay, Sai van Clotina, we went... Right. Now Amr goes, we're with the petrol station. I said, yeah. One, I'm thinking, Ya Allah bachai. He doesn't even know how he stopped at a petrol station. He goes, I'm hungry. I looked at him, I said, let me test him how far he is. I goes, acha, there's a bucket in the back. Uttu paise kadi khana ki nahi hai? I'll check the van. I got the keys off him. Yeah. And he got out, went to the back, picked up this book, he opened it. He looked at me like that. I looked at him to see, is he awake yet? He goes, a fucking penny you mudre ditta kya? I goes, kyun kya gala? Now, I see another side of him. Yeah. 6'1" jada. मैं बुढ़ा बंदा motorway पर सर्दियां ने महीने ने ठीक he's shaking like this with gussa and I looked at him I goes उसकी रहन दे he goes मैं ये बिल्कुल पास है मैं क्या किया मैं इस तरह करना ए ले हमारे को पैसे ले जा तक खाना की नहीं ठीक तो हमारे वास्ते की नहीं so he's gone he's come back with the son he goes they don't do hot meals and this that and everything मैं अल्लाह so I thought you know what ये काम खराब है मैं चल तू बो so he told me a story about that so I've gone in there I've looked at it I looked at McDonald's it says pay by card here and then on the other side it says cash people buy at the till in it so I'm thinking scratching my head yeah he could have gone there he was so out meaning his alignment of his characteristic actions were out by the alignment of the environment. It was like that. So because Ali said to me, I didn't test it, that time I realized how far out it were. Anyway, I've come back. Yeah, I did bring the hot food because man, if I get it, he's going to turn around and think, how the fuck did you get it? And then start snapping in it. So now I looked at him, he goes, Sardi, he was, and he's laid in the van and he's giving a lecture in his sleep in it. So I pick up the phone. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, my brothers, all the volunteers, Kasme, ik waaz kadana, they come running. They don't look at time. I rang a brother in Birmingham. I said, listen, send a recovery van. He says, Papa, okay. Straight away he got onto it. I rang my brother. I says, you get up over here. It was middle of the night. I says, get over here, pick us up at this place on motorway. I parked the van. I looked at Amir. Within 3-4 hours.
We made a couple of videos as well, Pops.
Yeah. But I didn't post those videos.
One video we posted.
Yeah. But the others I kept.
I'm going to mention that in this podcast. I'm going to give you an exclusive.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say it today, Pops.
Yeah, but.
And I'm going to let them. This is going to be an exclusive. So when our editor, mashallah, sees this bit, this should be a.
And leave that bit for the next because this podcast is long now.
It is long, but this needs to be said.
Okay,
like, this I'm going to say today. A lot of people don't know this story. Papa made a video of our current situation. Certain TikTokers were laughing at our situation. I'm going to mention his name on this podcast. So, no. Because you know something, Pops? No, I'm going to mention it. You know, people need to understand this. The first time I ever went on Jamaat, the first time ever I went on Jamaat, they told me strictly, never ever take a badwa from a Allah wala. Meaning, anybody that's close to Allah, you don't know who's close to Allah. You never ever upset him or make him feel in such a way where he has, you know, it feels animosity towards you. So alhamdulillah, everybody knows the work Papa does. Yeah. So Papa's made a video with us breaking down.
Don't mention the person. Yeah.
I'll mention the person. So this person put it on himself to make a comment on TikTok, a very famous TikToker, that but laughing and saying, you know, BawaJi and motorway put he's got a rucksack on his back, laughing, can someone go pick him up? That's what he said in the Pops. And I didn't even know this. And if I knew this and Papa made this aware of me, I would have stick it on him. Brother, we don't tolerate that stuff, but Papa kept it to himself. And I'm going to let everybody know that person was nutter.
No, Carl.
No, it's got to mention it, Pops, so people need to understand when somebody's close to Allah, you never upset that person. Look at his situation today.
No, but alhamdulillah, he's okay. Mashallah, everything's good.
Yeah, he's okay.
I make dua for him.
Yeah, Pops, you can make dua for him, but I hope inshallah one day I see him.
You see what happened was, when I came back at that time, we posted a video out for our brothers to provide assistance to get us out of that situation. Inshallah, on the next video, we'll explain the surrounding of what happened. Yeah, and inshallah, keep watching all these podcasts.
That's a good place to stop at.
Yeah.
You stopped at a very good point because Papa didn't want me to go into detail of what happened to him in Pakistan.
No. You see, what we did was, if you want to watch this podcast, watch us on YouTube at Rest Gardens.
Make sure you subscribe, like and share. So we'll continue this on in the next video. But yeah, that was the real reason why the brother is not on TikTok no more.
No. Allah Hafiz. If you like this video, please follow and subscribe. Watch us on YouTube at Rest Gardens. Jazakallah khair. Khuda Hafiz ta Allah sone ne wale.